We all have questions, and Pastor Carney has answers. We all want to know what he thinks. There's important information to know. What are his thoughts? How did he get here? What's his favorite golf ball? It's time for 3 Questions with Pastor Carney.
No.
Okay, that's a short answer.
No. Short answer, but let me expound on that. No, I really don't. Well, maybe I do. Because if there's a topic on my heart, in my head, if I have a devotion floating around my head and my fingers, and I need a Bible verse, then I kind of do, because if I'm writing a devotion about trust or lack of faith or something, then I'll say, all right, where in the Bible can I find a verse on trust or lack of faith? So I don't have a real method, but then sometimes I do if I'm writing a devotion type of thing. I need a verse, and so yeah. But typically, no. I know people who read the Bible from front to back in a year or 2 years. Done that. Sometimes they do the New Testament, sometimes the Old Testament. I don't really have a set regimen like that, which is odd because you know me, I'm very structured, I'm very agended. Yes. But when it comes to that, no. It just, I look for verses that have to do with what I'm going through in life or what's rumbling around in my head at the time. So it's kind of a yes or no answer. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Phil, you have any?
Yeah, I say each morning I go into my office and grab my Bible. First thing I do is open it up. I am in that part of my life right now where I am going through the entire New Testament. Yeah. So I'm in Revelation right now. But I just say a quick prayer in my head, and it's not like long. It's literally, Lord, just speak to me, help me know what to do and how to interpret this, you know, just something like that. And then I open up, and then I have a highlighter, and I try to highlight one verse of every chapter in the Bible something that stands out to me. And the reason why I want to do this is so that I can pass this Bible down to my girls, or if they're talking to me, or we open it up and there's something that has stood out to me, something that I can say, okay, that for some reason that verse meant more to me, and so I highlight it. But that's it for me. So.
But you know what? I'm thinking about that again, Billy, and I have to change my answer a bit. Because in confirmation, this is the Bible year. And as you guys have heard me say, this year we go from Genesis to maps. And so I am doing some kind of a system there. We started with creation. Actually, we started with what the Bible is, and then moved into creation. And then we moved into to Noah, and moved on to Jacob and Esau, and Sarai and Abram, and soon to be Sarah and Abraham. And we're going to work our way all the way to Revelation, all the way to maps, as I said. So for confirmation, there is a method there of going straight through the Bible. And it's been exciting. Every Thursday morning, actually Wednesday evening, when I get home and Donna says, how'd it go? Oh, it's awesome. And then on Thursday mornings when Billy comes in, how's confirmation? Oh, let me tell you about it. And the questions these kids are asking, and to share the scriptures with them in a way they can understand them, and to watch the light bulbs going up over their heads. Like, I get that now. I get that now. It's just awesome. So to kind of add to my answer, in confirmation, we do have a method. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious about that because, like Phil, I try to go through the Bible, but I generally don't do it, in a straightforward fashion. I have a few years back went, as you said, Genesis to maps, but
I think the reason why
right now, what I've been doing is trying to spend 15, 20 minutes in the Bible every day, but I wait for something to prompt me, wait to be moved. And as soon as I feel that urge, look up what this means, then I break whatever I'm doing and move on. And it's actually caused me to put some of these videos out a little later because, I need to, for some reason, look up what it means in this section and find out. So, Phil, you were going to...
Awesome. Oh, I was just going to say, I think the reason why I'm going kind of from front to back right now is because I've never really read through the whole Bible. Believe it or not, I've been a Christian my whole life. I've obviously know lots of different Bible verses, and kind of like what you guys are saying, I've dove into different chapters of different books, or in the readings at church, I've heard different stuff, but I never really have just said, you know what? I'm going to go from front to back, and that's why I'm doing that right now, because I've never done it. Once I do it, I think like others, like you guys, it'll be more of a, okay, now where do I want to go to study specifically? But I've never done that before. So,
And one thing I like to say to people in all of my Bible studies is don't just read one verse on its own. Make sure you're reading ahead of it and reading behind it, because especially the epistles, they flow. And if you're just picking out one verse, you're not going to get the true meaning.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
If Paul's writing to Ephesus, well, how do you use that when he was talking to the Philippians and the Corinthians? Yeah, Scripture interprets Scripture, and it's a package deal. Yeah. Good question. Good question.
All right. Next month brings Advent.
Wow.
Shortly
2 months.
before
It begins the beginning of,
November 27th?
November 20, oh, that's right,
Or November 27th.
Yeah, true.
That is next month.
That's next month. Yeah.
Next month brings Advent.
Oof.
And shortly before that, it brings your 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, I already passed one year, but, well, it depends. It depends how you look at it. Once you sign the documents,
Okay.
I am your pastor.
All right, so that was in October.
So that was in September.
Oh, September. Okay.
That I signed the documents.
I was going on your installation day.
Yeah, I'll get that in a second. Kind of interesting. I signed the documents and I videotaped it. And the next morning, Donna and I took off for Disney World. So, yeah.
Nice. Celebrate it.
That's right, we celebrated. And then, but yes, since, as you know, with leases, since we signed a month-to-month lease at that point, we needed to finish out October. And so then I came here at the end of October and moved into a house just down the street from Phil and his wonderful family. And so, yeah, and then I was installed the second week. I don't even know when I was installed. The second week of November, I think it was.
November 20th, if I remember.
Was that late?
correctly, something like that.
Yeah, okay. So I don't remember. It's been like so long ago.
It's been a fast year.
Yeah, it's been a quick year. So I signed the documents over a year ago, but I wasn't installed yet. So I'm in that quasi area of the 1 year. So
Well, here's the question. Are you ready for year 2?
well, see, here's a weird answer, Billy.
It's a weird question.
Yeah, I'm already past year 2, and here's why. As they might not know, you know this. I'm always a month ahead. And I get really frustrated. Last week we talked about being on time and being late.
Yeah.
For me, I need to be a month ahead. And I think it works best for our team, meaning me, Liz, and Billy, when I'm a month ahead. That way they have the information for the bulletins and the slides. Yeah. And so I'm already working on Stewardship Sunday and Thanksgiving Eve service, which we will have one this year, and then Advent services. So I'm already ahead, and I'm planning out Advent services for Wednesdays and Advent services for Sunday, and looking at Christmas Eve. So in my mind, I'm already here, but my body is still even back here. So I'm full steam ahead, and we're going forward. So and it's exciting because kind of like Advent, which begins a church year, my being here is kind of like the beginning of a church year. Right. So it just fits in hand in glove. So I'm excited because it's a busy time. Busy time for me, for Liz, for Billy, and for our families, because we have all these special services coming up. And if I can just shoot some of these special services at you, and you'll hear more about them coming up. Reformation. The following week is All Saints Sunday, which is a special Sunday. And then the week after is Stewardship Sunday. And then we got Thanksgiving Eve worship. And then we have the midweek services. And then the Sunday morning services for Advent. And then Christmas Eve. So Lots of special services coming up.
Now,
So,
will we still have a Thanksgiving service or just Thanksgiving Eve service?
Thanksgiving Eve service.
Cool. I like that.
Wednesday night
Nice.
at 6 o'clock.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
And November 7th was the installation service.
There we go. So it
2021.
was All Saints Sunday.
Yes. So I
Wow.
just looked that up.
Yeah. So it's coming up that, 1 year down, and I keep making promises.
honeymoon is over.
We'll say many more to go.
Well, yeah, I keep making promises that I'm here for at least so-and-so's graduation, and so-and-so's graduation, and so-and-so's marriage, and
You will eventually have to retire, Pastor.
I
Eventually.
Hallie just made a promise to someone the other day during Bible study that we would be here. It was someone who was a kindergartner, that we would still be youth group leaders by then.
Wow, say, yeah. The last I heard that I was supposed to be here until I'm 75, at least 75. So
How old are you now?
I'm 46, I think. I'm kidding. I'm not 46. Foods. I'm not really a seasonal food kind of guy.
I guess Phil and I are answering this one then.
Guess so.
Why don't you go first, because I'm not really a seasonal food guy.
Okay.
So I'll think, and why don't you take this one?
I love caramel apple suckers. The green, you know what I'm talking about? And the green wrappers.
Yeah.
Oh, I could eat those all the time during this time of the year. I love apple cider.
Okay.
And I don't have apple cider almost any other time of the year. But I'll drink apple cider cold or hot. Either way is just fine for me.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I don't know, something about hot dogs this time of the year. I love hot dogs.
Interesting.
I don't know why,
I
but
get them year round.
like chili dogs, like chili cheese dogs this time of the year, and then chili. Chili is a big one for my family. From pretty much October through December, we're having chili probably once a week.
Yeah, I've got to say that for some reason, once you hit October, I just love pumpkin spiced anything. If it's pumpkin spiced, I'll give it a shot. But that ends when the peppermint flavored things start coming. So once we get past Thanksgiving, I'm done with the pumpkin spice. Continuing the apple thing, apple crisp.
Oh yeah, with some ice
we
cream.
get these apples from Ohio, from this orchard by Hallie's house, or Hallie's parents' house, that are called Melrose apples that are fantastic for baking. And we make this apple crisp, or Hallie makes this apple crisp that is just fantastic. And then for some reason, for me, fall is the only time really for hot chocolate.
See, I'm not a big hot chocolate fan.
I would associate that more with winter, but that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really a seasonal eater. I'm a year-round eater.
M&M's it is.
The only thing I can think of, I'll get back in M&M. That's a good point. Years ago, but since my body underwent surgery about 20 years ago, I used to love eggnog. Yes. I would drink it when Christmas time, eggnog would come out, not alcoholic, just a regular eggnog. I used to drink that by the gallons. But post-surgery, I can't do eggnog.
Yeah.
So if it was pre-surgery,
All right.
I would say eggnog, but
right.
I'm not really a seasonal eater. But you mentioned the M&Ms. And there are different times of the years that M&Ms make certain M&Ms, and only that time of the year.
Are there pumpkin spiced M&Ms?
There's pumpkin spice M&Ms.
I have never seen them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
those are
have to
good.
search those
So I would
out.
say M&Ms.
All right.
I would say M&Ms are going to food. Christmas, they have some Christmas M&Ms. They have peppermint M&Ms.
Yes, yeah,
And
those are
pretty good.
dangerous. Yes.
I do not like the candy corn M&Ms for Halloween. To me, they're just too sweet, which sounds weird for me, but they're too sweet for me.
Yeah.
But the peppermint ones for Christmas, I love. Right now they're making the brownie flavored M&Ms.
Yes.
And it's kind of funny, quick story. Last night for confirmation, after class, the kids always go to my office and get their M&Ms. And they saw on my desk a big 3-pound, 5-pound bag, whatever it is, of the brownie-filled M&Ms.
Purple bag.
Whatever color it is,
Yeah.
and on my desk. And they came down, and I love them. They said, I hope you don't mind, but we saw the bag of the brownie ones, and we kind of opened it. It was sealed. We opened it and helped ourselves to that. Is that okay? As the mouth is full of brownie-filled M&Ms, I'm going,
Always better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
that's right. And so I said, it's fine. But the brownie-filled M&Ms, and then the other M&Ms, seasonal, is Valentine's Day, which is the cherry cordials that they make only Valentine's Day. So food-wise, no. But M&M-wise, definitely. And then pre-surgery, eggnog. Oh, are you an eggnog fan?
I've never had it.
Really?
Never tried it.
Billy, are you an eggnog fan?
I love eggnog.
Same?
Tell you what, this winter, around Christmas time, get together, and you guys on here, you need to bring some eggnog in and have me try it for the first time on camera.
All right.
We'll see if I like it.
Yeah. We'll do that sometime in Advent.
Perfect. All right, Pastor, it's been 3 questions with you, Pastor Carney.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.
Have a great day. God bless.
Yeah, if you've got questions that you'd like to have answered by Pastor, please make sure that you email us, send us a text, put it in the comment below, and we'll make sure to get your question answered. Thanks again for joining us. If you have any questions about Redeemer, have a topic or interview suggestion, or need to know anything about the church, you can contact the church office at churchoffice@redeemerwarsaw.org, Pastor Carney at pastor_Carney@redeemerwarsaw.org, Phil at phil.prevail@gmail.com, or Billy at rlc_it@redeemerwarsaw.org. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and please join us again next week. And until then, may the Lord be with your spirit, and grace be with you.
Cut that
Aced it.
out.
See you later. I'm
Aced
good.
it. All right. Yeah.